Jin Chenghin and Musashi Ten both have a look of vengeance and deep hatred for Lu Fan on their faces. They want to use the Abyss Monster to kill Lu Fan just like they killed Yesenglai. Their eyes are full of cruelty and vengeance. I accidentally stole your points. This statement directly ridicules Lu Fan. By using the word accidentally, Jin Kyo-han wants to imply that he intentionally stole Musashi Ten's points, almost costing him his life. And then he says, "I hope you don't mind." This sentence is full of sarcasm and ridicule. Musashi Ten can't help but say this. He also taunts Lu Fan. "After all, Lu Fan, you are going to die too, and soon all your points will be ours." Lu Fan hears him, laughs heartily, and replies, "The last time I hit you, you were weak. But now you look strong, and you have the power to resurrect through the Abyss skill. I know about that. And maybe we are meeting after a long time." Lu Fan can understand the situation of both of them because they have suddenly become very powerful. They must be working together with Charles, and he is the one who is planning to hunt me. At the same time, the status window shows that the hunters are face to face. Charles stands back and observes the situation. He feels that he understands the powers of both of them. This Charles was a level 63 Holy Priest of the Holy Mountain 10 secret class, so he feels that he is more powerful than Lu Fan. And then he challenges Lu Fan with a warning. "Before I kill you, I want to give you a chance." Friends, I want to say one thing, that if you press the like button on this video and make a good comment, then it will help me financially. He immediately raises his hand, and a glowing crystal appears in his hand. The status window appears. It is called the Essence of the Holy Mountain, and its effect is unknown. Charles tries to scare Lu Fan. He says to Lu Fan, "Hey Lu Fan, give up your loyalty and surrender to me as your master. And you will get the ultimate holy power, and your life will be spared." As soon as Lu Fan sees the essence of the Holy Mountain in his hand, he immediately gets lost in memories. The next moment he remembers. He already knew about that essence. That this essence of the Holy Mountain is very powerful. It is exactly like the essence of the fallen corpse. And looking at them, it seems that they must have done this to convert Kim Seong-han and Musashi Ten. Surely these two have used the power of this essence. Then Charles also says that we are giving you this offer. If you join us, so you won't have to fight us. Listening to Charles' words, Lu Fan starts laughing and shows his hand. The meaning of showing his hand was that he wanted to stop him from speaking. And he says, "My loyalty, I am laughing after hearing what you are saying. And nothing is going to happen as you want. I am not afraid of you at all." Charles becomes even more angry after hearing Lu Fan's words. And he says, "How dare you insult me?" After hearing this, Lu Fan gives Charles a last warning. And he says, "Hey Charles, I want to tell you for your information, that even with this power, you cannot do anything to me. And with this power, you can only ask up to the level of the summoned creatures of my dragon pet." After listening to Lu Fan, disappointment is visible on everyone's faces, as if sadness has spread on everyone's faces. When Charles saw this situation, he understood that Jing Chenghen and Musi Teng were losing courage. So he immediately started inciting them against Lu Fan. And then he immediately said, "Hey, Musashi Ten and Jing Chenghen killed you last time. Don't you want to take revenge? Now this is your chance. You can't miss it." Musashi Ten flies away, saying, "This is what I was waiting for," and then he immediately jumps towards Lu Fan. Jing Chenghan was burning with anger, and then he springs into action and says, "Hey Lu Fan, I will pay double the price for all your complaints." Meanwhile, Jing Chenghan's Abyss Hunter attacks Lu Fan. Meanwhile, Lu Fan also springs into action, and then he reveals his divine bow and starts attacking them. Lu Fan is attacking Musashi Ten, and says, and thinks to himself, "These people have willingly become slaves of the ancient gods, and they have no honor, so they have no respect." A fiery aura was coming out of Lu Fan's bow, which was targeting Musashi Ten. Musashi Ten was also taking Lu Fan very lightly, and was moving fast towards him to attack him. Musashi Ten was a samurai, so he used to have a sword. And then he starts swinging his sword in all four directions, and protects himself from Lu Fan's impact. Musashi Ten wears his mask at the same time, and which was giving a yellow aura. And he taunts Lu Fan by saying, "Wise people bow down to the circumstances, adapt themselves according to the situation. But you are a fool, Lu Fan. It is clear today that a fool like you will definitely die by my sword today." Wearing the mask, he gives Lu Fan another chance and tries to convince him. "I suggest you join the Sacred Mountain Slaves. Hey Lu Fan, you should join the Sacred Mountain Slaves. It will save your life by becoming our subordinate." Musashi Ten uses the power of the Oni mask at the same time. The main power of this mask is that as soon as you wear it, you instantly transform into an Oni. Every time you take damage, your normal attack damage increases by 10% and attack speed increases by 30%, which can be up to 6 times. Charles also immediately begins to react and threatens Lu Fan. "If you don't come with us, I will turn you into a puppet of the Sacred Mountain." After saying that, he activates the crystal, which immediately flies into the air and emits a yellow aura. Lu Fan looks at it and thinks to himself, "I killed countless followers of the ancient gods in the far north, and how dare he threaten me?" Musashi Ten stood there, and then he threatened him for the last time. "Be obedient and let go of your thoughts. Think about yourself. The power of the Sacred Mountain has scared you." Lu Fan was bored by his words. His empty threats made Lu Fan even more angry. At the same time, he raises his bow, which was emitting a red aura, and he says Jai Jai immediately transform into a destructive dragon. He knew and thought in his mind that none of you three will be able to leave this secret place alive. At the same time, Goji transforms into Dragon Destroyer form. Flames appear around him, and he creates a powerful fireball which instantly attacks Musashi Ten. Musashi Ten was instantly countered by that fire attack, and he says, "Do you want to catch me by surprise? You can never catch me." Meanwhile, Lu Fan takes his sword and moves towards Jin Chinhen and his Abyss Monster. As soon as he gets close to him, he attacks his Abyss Monster with his sword. Lu Fan's attack was too powerful. Musashi Ten is also watching this scene, and now he starts getting worried. This attack starts to make his Abyss Monster's condition worse. He starts screaming badly. Qingyan is also getting worried. "Fight. Today is the day of your death." Lu Fan immediately jumps off the ground and sits directly on top of his dragon. As Lu Fan sits on his dragon, he starts warning the two of them again, saying, "You said 2 arrogant words, so apologize for that and your lives will be saved." Lu Fan immediately invokes Jai Fei and Jiao 4 appears immediately. And then he thinks to himself that because of the essence of the fallen corpses, the Flying Dragon King has evolved into a powerful fallen corpse dragon. If we infuse it with Charles' Sacred Mountain essence, then the lives of you 3 Sacred Mountain slaves, and that essence will all be mine. Friends, this chapter ends here. To see what will happen in the next chapter, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon, so that you can be the first to see our upcoming videos. Let's meet in the next chapter.